Hello and welcome. My name's Debbie. You're watching Up the Creek Budgets today, and we are going to have a look at our budget for April, and we are going to cash stuff for week 1, and we've got £982.59 is the big one of the month. So you know the script, hop aboard and I'll see you on the other side. Welcome back. So, well, haven't we had a busy week this week? Did you all enjoy the content? Let me know below. Anyway, let's crack on. We are doing our April monthly breakdown. So, obviously, my monthly breakdown is just a guide. I never really stick to it, but it is just a good little sort of guide as to know where the month's money is going. So we'll start at the top. So this month is a 4-week month for me. My weekly wages, so I don't know, obviously we get a pay rise this month, but I don't know what it's going to equate to on my wages. So I'm just working this month as my normal £422.59. My husband's contribution, it's been upped from 260 to 300 to cover the cost of coal for next winter. And Brett, 240, that's to pay me back for his debt and his part, the food. So this month we're going to have £2,230.36 coming in. Bills for this month, the DVLA, that's already actually gone out. Adobe, my HP Ink, my phone and MiFi, Canva, Netflix, Now TV and Discovery Plus. That comes to £150.52. So to keep on top of being a month ahead, I need to put £35 a week away for that. Rainy day, which I've changed the name for it again. I'll show you that later on. We're going to put in £25 a week, so that'll be £100. In our variable binders, we have got £320 this month for food, £60 for fuel, £40 for laundry, takeout 40, my spend 80, and Bank of Mum £10, which I've decided I'm going to up that. I have upped the fuel a little bit just to cover that as well. In our sinking funds, what are we are looking at birthdays still, £5 a week, bulk buy £10 a week, car £10 a week. The holiday, we're still sticking £25 a week in. Tech, we're going to start at £5 a week. Vet fund at £10 a week. Winter fuel. My husband puts in his yacht club money, and then we've got the BBMU, which we've got to crack down on, and that's going to be £25 a week. So I also give myself buffers, £50 a week, so that's £200, and then the rest I just kind of average split that between all the challenges, so that basically I end up with a zero-based budget. But like I say, it is only a guideline. It always changes every week depending on what happens, what comes in, what goes out. It will change, but this is just a basic monthly guide to guide you through so you don't get totally lost with it all. So we'll move on to week 1. So we've got Wages, which have dropped at 422.59, they dropped this morning. My husband's 300, that's come in, and my son has put in 260 instead of 240. He's going to pay off a bit more towards his packed lunch, what he owes me in bulk buy for his packed lunches. So we're going to start with Brett. Obviously, he's depositing £60 into his payoff. In bills, we're going to put the 35. In the food, we're going to put the full 230. In Brett's, we're putting in 100. And we'll take out 40 and put that into the bulk buy. In fuel, we're going to put 15. Take out 10. Laundry, 10. Bank of Mum, this is where I've upped it to £12.30. Basically, I've just done that to round it off to £70. But I'm also splitting this. When the trackers come, I'm splitting Bank of Mum into 3. So what I plan to do is put £10 a week in, and each week it'll be a different one. So one week it'll be Bank of Mum, then it'll be the coffee, and then it'll be the clothes, and then I'll come back to Bank of Mum, coffee, clothes, so on and so forth. So that's what I plan to do with that. My spends will get £20, and we'll withdraw £20 from the cash probably. Month ahead is going to get £25. This was rainy day, it's now called month ahead. We are starting our pension part, our extra pension payments, and we're going to put £10 in there. So with birthdays, we'll put in 5 in birthday. Bulk buy, Brett's putting in 40, I'll put in 10, so that'll be 50. I don't fill this in yet because I may, once I've done the food shop, if I don't spend it all, we top that up into bulk buy. Car, £10. Coal is getting 115. Healthcare is getting 9, just to round it off to a straight number. Holidays getting 85. Tech is getting 5. Vet fund 10. Yacht club 10. BBMU 25. Month by month 5. And the buffer £50. And then I've allocated £35 for each 4 of the different challenges. But again, that may change. So we've got a lot to do, so let's crack on. So you know the routine, I will put you on pause, I will rearrange, and I will see you in a mo. Okay, so we are back, and we are starting in variable funds. Hopefully, I've got the phone on screen record, and hopefully it is going to work. It's not worked properly for the last couple of weeks, although today I did something cheeky yesterday with the video upload. I used the tram's Wi-Fi. Yes, I used the local council's Wi-Fi outside. It seems to be better than the shop's Wi-Fi and my Wi-Fi. Yesterday's video on the shop's Wi-Fi and my Wi-Fi, it was saying 3.5 hours to upload the video. I thought, this is absolutely crazy. So I decided I'd be cheeky and try to see if the council's Wi-Fi outside would do it any quicker. And so I logged on to that, and upload was 45 minutes. What a difference. So I've put my phone on the council's Wi-Fi this morning, so hopefully everything will record properly and we won't have any issues. Fingers crossed. So we're going to start as we normally do with our bills, and we are putting in £35. Okay, and then we will move on down to our food shop, and we are adding £230 into the pot, but into this pot we'll only put 150 because we're going to draw out £80 anyway tomorrow, so I may as well just have this pot pre-organised. Brett is putting in 100, but we're taking £40 out and putting that into bulk buy. So Brett's is getting 60. Oh dear. My maths this morning. So Brett's getting 60 in there. So he's got £64 now in there, and then the other £40 is going into the bulk buy when we get to that. Fuel for the car is getting £15 this week. So we seem to be a bit short last month. So I'm just topping it up with a little bit extra than I normally do. So add 15. Takeaway. We are putting in our normal 10. So add 10. So we have £25 in there. Laundry, we are adding 10 for now in the pot. What have I just done there? Oh dear. Putting an extra 10 into takeaway. Laundry. Thank you. We're putting the £10 into there like we would normally, but it is laundry weekend this weekend, so we will be taking 20 out. So I'm just going to take the 10 out, which leaves £20 in there. So that envelope is correct. Beauty is fully funded. Crochet is not getting anything, that's got 110, and then the Bank of Mum we are rounding up to £70. So we are adding £12.30. That should be correct. Correct. So we want £70 in here, don't we? So 50. 70. Oh, like I say, when the trackers arrive, when my new trackers arrive, this £70 will get split between the three: Bank of Mum, coffee and clothes. A rollover, so we are we'll take our cash money, £20 out of here this week. So 10, 20. So instead of putting that into cash, we will put the £20 straight into zero out. Okay, so that is for my purse. And that is the variables done. So we will go into 2025 sinking funds and into birthday. So we have £60 in there already. Birthday, thank you. Add 5. We're adding our £5 in there. Bulk buy's got 310. And we are adding £40 from Brett, £10 from me, so that is 50. Car has got 840 and we are adding £10. Like I say, I've got insurance to pay for out of this this month. Christmas is fully funded. Coal is getting Coal is getting 115. So 115. Obviously, some of that will come out tomorrow. Even though the sun is shining beautifully, it is still chilly, especially at night. Gas is fully funded at 450. Gym is fully funded at 290. Healthcare. Now then, healthcare, I was just putting 9 in to round it up. So I just want to change that just to make it easier for counting. Because, yeah, it's just easier to do this, okay? Don't judge. I'm rounding this down to 470. And adding 10, so that makes it 480. Don't judge, it just makes life easier for counting. Did I put my healthcare in? No, I didn't. Healthcare, add 9. Tech, our new tracker hasn't come yet, but I will put the money in, and then when the tracker comes, I will sort that out. Tech, so £5 into tech. Oh, pussycat. The cats have got 129, and we are adding our normal £10 in there. And then Yacht Club has got £30 in, and David's adding his £10 into that Yacht Club, so add £10. So we just trickle this. The Yacht Club bill isn't due until December, and it's £121. So £10 a month from him to put in here. It's nothing, it just trickles along. And then come Christmas, we've got the money, it's there. So that is our variables done. So we will move to holiday. And into our holiday part. So holiday part, we are adding, so let me check my cheat sheet, 85, yes. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 85 into there. The big budget meetup, whoops, 85. So BBMU has got, I don't think I've actually put in BBMU on here because it's not, right, okay, where can we stick BBMU for now? It has changed out as funeral, hasn't it? So I'll just stick it in there for now, £25. So £25 into the big budgeting meetup, which means we can colour in one of these. Hey! And I'm going to go for a pretty yellow. Oh, what do you think to the new colour? I decided to have a change. Da, 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 da. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. I've just thought, actually, colouring in this. I haven't coloured in any of the trackers on the other one. In the variables. Oh, well, never mind. Right, I'll catch up with that later on. We're not going back. So that is holiday done. Holiday and BBMU done. What else do we need to do? £50 into the buff part. Rainy day fund. So, no, that's planner challenges. Rainy day fund. So I finished my little surprise, guys, yesterday. So rainy day fund is sort of like month ahead. And I've been saving, as you know, I've spoken about it before, for like a 6 month. I'm going for 6 month backup. So basically, if I come out of work, I've got 6 months where I can survive. Now, don't forget, I don't live on my own, so I do have input from my husband's wage. I do have input from my son's wage. So basically, my budgeting is what I earn, my contribution to the family and the household, and then my savings. So Whereas somebody that's like single with kids, you know, they've got everything to pay for. I don't have everything to pay for. So just bear that in mind when you see my, excuse me, my bare bones budget. Because some of you will think, oh my God, that's not, it's nothing. You need more than that. No, I don't need more than that, because the likelihood of myself, my husband and my son all being out of work at the same time is unlikely. It is unlikely. So the bare bones budget is based on my contribution from my wage. Okay. So welcome to 6 months ahead. Isn't that so cool? So basically I've broken down my bare bones into what I contribute towards the bills and the family and so forth, and what is kind of what is important. So sinking funds, savings challenges would not be a priority if I came out of work. Putting money into my pension would not be a priority. Things like beauty would not be a priority. My hobbies would not be a priority. I'm literally looking at what is a priority for me to carry on contributing to the family without us being totally like destitute or skin or whatever. So I'd need to carry on paying my bills. I don't have a lot of bills. To be fair, it's mostly my car tax, my phone, which you'd still need because you still need to find employment. So you still need these things. You still need your car to drive around to get to jobs, job interviews, whatever. Still need my phone to operate emails and stuff like that. So those are important things that need to be carried on paying. Obviously food, you still need to eat, you still need to drink. Fuel, I have cut down to like £30 a month instead of £60 a month, because obviously I wouldn't be driving around as much. I wouldn't be driving backwards and forwards to work every day, so I wouldn't use as much fuel. Laundry is an important one. Obviously, I've still got to wash clothes and bedding and towels and God knows what else. So that has remained the same at £40. Car, again, that pays for the insurance, it pays for maintenance, it pays for MOT, it pays for tyres, it pays for services. Yeah, that is, to me, isn't important, necessary, because you still need your car to get about and find a job and get a new job and etc, etc. The vet fund, I've cut it in half down to 20 instead of 40. The coal, that is still, again, it's an important thing for me. Spends I've cut down in half because I wouldn't be buying lunches every day. And then I've given myself a £200 buffer for in case of emergency, blah, blah, blah. So that gives me a monthly total of £800. Based on a 4-week month, that's £200 a week. Doesn't sound a lot, but it is enough. I could get by. So with what I've saved at the moment, I've actually filled 4 full months, and I'm almost finished month 5. So I'm so close. I work out at £25 a week. I've got about 35 weeks left to fill this out. And then once I've filled this out, what I'm going to do is put extra 1. And I'm going to give that £50. And then I'll fill in each month £50. And then when I've done that row, I'll put extra 2, £50, and just keep working down like that. And I figured out if I do that, each month we'll finish up with £1,200. So yeah, I will be increasing it, but that is bare bones. That is like the bare knuckle, don't need anything, just, yeah, the bare bones. So that's my little tracker that I made. And I think it's so cute. So I have just scribbled on the back 3,620 in 23, 24. That's what I saved in those 2 years for this. And then I made my envelopes. So I made 6 of these vellum envelopes. Aren't they so cute? And they match. So I've been practicing doing these for a while, and yeah, they keep splitting on me. So I'm hoping I've finally cracked it. Now, I don't know whether I've made them tall enough. So when I put it against my dashboard, it comes to here. So I don't know whether they need to be a bit taller, but my placeholders do fit in. My monies, let's get the biggest one, does fit in. So yeah, I think that's about right. So because obviously I've sort of fully funded, 5 months, I don't want to start going through and putting £800 in each one. So I also did its own fully funded cards. So they also match the design of the tracker and the envelopes. And I just think that's so cool. So I've done 6 of these, like I say, month 1 to 6. So month 1 we know is fully funded, month 2 is fully funded, month 3 is fully funded, month 4 is fully funded, and month 5 has £745 in it. So that's where we are putting our £25 in today. And obviously month 6 is empty at the minute. So rainy day fund, we are adding £25. So what do you think to these guys? Aren't they cute? So we're putting £25 into that one. Excuse me. And then into our retirement pot, we are going to add £10 into there. We are starting that one off. So this is sort of like an extra payment towards my pension. So that is that done. For that, I haven't done an envelope yet, so I'm just going to add it into the rainy day fund. Then I know it's in the same binder. What are we doing now? We've done the buffer, we've done the rainy day. Okay, so what have we got left? 181. Why do I feel like I'm missing something again? I don't know. Anyway, so I need to change this somewhere over the rainbow to Skelly Bob, but we are allocating £35 for that on Tuesday. So I'll just stick that into there. The holiday challenge, we are allocating another £35 for that to be played with on Thursday. Month by month, we are playing with £5. So we're on a new month. So January, February, March, April. Little piggies with your Easter eggs. Woo. So we are putting £5 into there. So that's that one. And we will come back to that later on. So we should have too much. I have missed something. So we should only have about 70-ish left. Okay guys, I'm just going to put you on pause a minute while I figure out where I've gone wrong here, because I have gone wrong. Okay guys, I can't figure out where I've gone wrong, but I seem to be, I'm £20 up in cash. I'm about £40 up on my Starling account, so I can't figure that out at the moment. So I'm just going to carry on as though I'm right. And I decided to allocate £35 for Savopoly and £100, £35 towards the 100 envelope challenge. So we'll just go ahead and do that. So we'll do, oh, sorry, I knocked you. We'll go ahead and we will do our Savopoly first. So we need a ducky, we need 2 dice. And I'll just have to figure it out off camera later on. So where did we finish? We finished over here. Okay, ducky, there you go. On you go. Oops, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have landed on an orange, which is £10 today. So £10 in there, a little 14 on there. Then we know we're up to. And Savopoly add £10. Okay, guys, so we'll move on to the 100 envelope challenge. So we are going to put Savopoly £10. So that's 225 in there now. So we'll roll over the excess, which was £25 into the 100 envelope. So 30, 40, 50, so we've got £60 to play with on the 100 envelope. So 100 envelope. We will get our cards out. And like I said, I'm going to have to stop cheating on this and pay some of the bigger ones, because otherwise we're going to get to the end and we're just going to have all the big brutal ones left. So I'm going to have to stop cheating. So what did I say? We're rolling over. So we've got £35 that I've allocated, plus we're rolling over £25. So we've got £60, yes. Okay. Roll 2 dice and pay 5 times that number. Okay. So 2, 4. So that is £20, isn't it? Am I right? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes, £20. So minus 20. So shall we play again, seeing as that was a little one? And, yeah, this is where I always mess up, because I play again and I go, oh no, what did I do that for? We've got a scratch off. Let me find my scratches tool. Oh. Okay. And let's scratch away. What have we got today? Well, that's not too bad. 17. So minus 17 is 23. Oops. So 17 we will put in. So we are at 20, 30, 37. So that is basically over what I allocated. So if this one's a big one, I'm not playing it. And I haven't got a shopping bill because all my receipts are gone. And my receipts are gone. And we're not doing that. So we're calling it quits there for today. What have I done with my 100 envelope? Come back. Oh dear. I know that was a bit of cheating, but it wasn't cheating, was it? We just didn't play it. So 20, 37 going into 100 envelope. Cards away. Cards away. Okay, so let's bring the book back. Pen, there we go. So we put 37 into 100 envelope. So that's £530.90 plus 37 is 56. No, 576. Oh, £567.90. Get your bloody words out, woman. Right, so we allocated 30, 60, £70 to those two challenges, and we have put in 10 and 37. So we have £23 left. So let's up Skelly Bob from 35. Let's put £10 extra in holiday and £10 extra in the Skelly Bob. So that will make that 45, won't it, to play with each. Okay. So we'll come back to here. 100 envelope, add 37. Other challenges will add another 10. So we've got £45 to play with on Thursday for our holiday challenges, and £45, oops, to play with on Skelly Bob on Tuesday, which I need to change that picture. So what have we left? £39.29. I thought I was about 40 quid over than what I should be. So I can't figure out where I've gone wrong. So I will look at that off camera. I'm not doing that today because, yeah, it's just going to finish up too long. We've spent enough time already. We took £20 out of the cash for our cash. So up to now, we are sort of straight on that. So all we need to do is planner challenges, £10 into Savopoly, and £37 into, whoops, 37 into 100 envelope, and month by month is getting £5. So we are all up to date, we are done, we are cashed, apart from wondering where that £40 has come from, which I'll figure out later. So have a lovely weekend, guys, whatever you're doing this weekend. It's Aintree Ladies Day today, so I'll be watching all the ladies walk past the shop window, all dressed up with their high heels, fancy dresses, fancy hats, all off to Wetherspoons to pick up the coach. That'll be my entertainment today. I just wish I was still at work when they came home off the coach. Just to see what sort of state they're in. So anyway, have a wonderful weekend, whatever you are doing. Tomorrow I'm food shopping, coal shopping, washing, and yeah, watching the horses, and yeah, jumping up and down on the sofa, hopefully. Sunday we've got a wonderful day. I've got a tip run to do. I think my husband wants to go to B&Q, pick up some bits for the boat. So yeah, we shall see, and I will see you on Tuesday. Tuesday we will be starting Skelly Bob. We'll be starting Skelly Bob on Tuesday, so that will be fun. My voice is going again, so I'm off. So I will see you all on Tuesday. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye bye. Love you.